Scoop, is monogamy natural?
Depends who you asking.
I'm asking you.
Oh, no. And that depends too, bro, because I don't know.
So you done not cheated?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
now,
yes.
was it something that you consciously made an effort to not cheat? And if you did, would you say that that's natural because you had
I
to
didn't
do
even
that?
have to make an effort. I was vibing.
Okay.
Shorty was
That's lit.
exactly what I needed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So everything I want, she was gonna do. Crazy fantasies, whatever.
So would you say when you cheated, it was because you were missing those things?
Yeah. I had a good girl, so I ain't want to be the reason you turn bad. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Right. So meaning
Okay.
like if I run into a shorty and you not on threesomes,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the first nigga you do it with.
Okay.
Yeah, come to me already prepared.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I ain't want to. Cause brother, I throw it back on you. I did that for you.
That's a fact.
No, you ain't want to
That's
suck on
a
that
fact.
pussy, but you did it for me.
Yeah.
Now you fucking me up
Yeah.
mentally for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. They hit you with
I'd
that
rather-
guilt and shit.
Exactly. I'd rather deal with a shorty who already own that.
Okay.
We could go 100 miles an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy. E.
Um,
You think monogamy is natural?
I think it really depends on, like, it's a perspective. Like, so for example, I honestly don't think, obviously everybody's different at different ages and stuff like that. And there's, kids who are, 29 at the age of 14, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But just on a baseline, I don't think that for at least men, because I'm a man, right? That from maybe up until 30, I don't think it's natural to be monogamous. And I think after 30, because like they say your brain isn't even fully developed until, whatever, 21 or 22. And then every day a new study is coming out that your brain's not really developed until 25. And then the next study says until 27. So just from personal experience, I would say I was cheating a lot, I was cheating a lot until I was
I don't know shit.
it never happened. But I don't think that until like the age of 30, because like think about it, all the stuff that happens, like when you're 16 or whatever, that's when you're supposed to be going through puberty.
Yeah.
You just now feeling yourself out, you know what I'm saying? Your dick get hard for anything, you know what I mean? And you just going through life, and then you turn 20, and then you either, maybe you go to school or maybe you get a trail, maybe you don't do nothing. Now you like outside of your parents' house. There's so many different, the landscape changes so much from the age of, let's say, like 15 to 30, that is not natural. Like, for example, you hear these stories about these people who got married when they was 21 and then they get divorced when they're 29. And that's not because they like bad people or something. It's just because I'm not the same nigga I was when I was 20. I doubt that you the same person you was when you was 19.
Definitely
I think it's
not.
because they don't spice it up. They get bored and they see everybody else doing, so they think it's more out there, but they can do new stuff together.
Do you know what's so crazy? He said that, and I wanted to I didn't want to come at you, but I'm like in my mind, you could wear wigs and all that shit. When I'm 25 years old,
not spicing it up.
I'm just saying you could be doing three. I done did three, so I done did
That's
all
not
of that.
spicing it up.
At 25, you could damn near fly, and I was still looking for that next new whatever the fuck it was. And it wasn't anything with the girl, right? Because it wasn't anything. You old enough now, and it's like it wasn't anything with the girl. It was more stuff with me, like. Maybe, to be honest, and I'm always real honest, maybe I haven't fucked enough women at this age. I just don't personally feel like you have a beautiful body, but I want to see what them, what them big titties look like. Or I want to see what that big ass look like. Or maybe you got big titty, big ass, and maybe I just want a skinny bit. Whatever is perfect about you, I want the other thing just to see what it's like. And
that's why I said that's why they haven't tried out new things either. Like even spice stuff up together. But before they got married, they didn't really get to what men do, sword their roll oaks.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So back to what you're saying. I don't feel like monogamy is a natural thing until you're 30. I think after 30, and obviously there's variations with different people and different lifestyles and all of that stuff. But like I think generally after 30, that's when it starts becoming more natural. It's more natural. Like, for example, it's more natural. How come it's more natural after 30 to be more financially responsible? Most people over 30, not all of them, are more financially responsible. Most people over 30 are able to deal with emotional crises better. But most people over 30 are not more likely to be monogamous. And that's just natural. That's my personal opinion.
30 is the new 21.
Amen. I feel with you on that. I think that a lot of times people get so caught up, like because we in this culture where everybody's so connected, like, you know what I mean? They want to go based off of the one out of the 100, the few, not the many. So most people, if you really be honest, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put anybody on the spot. Most people have not been monogamous up until 30. I'm not saying everybody. There's always that one angel who's a virgin. What's that girl, that famous lady that's an insecure, that she's a virgin at 40?
She should sell it.
She
I would have
definitely
sold it.
eBay.
Nobody buying that
No,
shit.
not eBay. Well, when she was
I don't want that
younger-
new shit.
When she was younger, I mean, technically it's still new, but if I was her, I would have sold my shit. If I would have known I could have sold my virginity, I would have waited to sell it when I hit 18, 21 to sell it.
You would have sold that 18, 21? That should
Yeah.
have been, the market would have been down. At
Why
18,
wouldn't?
21?
Selling my virginity, no, it would have been higher because a lot of niggas are low-key pedos. So 18, I probably would have made more money at 18 versus being 21.
I don't think that 18, 21, because I still think there's a large market of people who at 18 or 21 are virgins.
It's not.
I think that
If
40 years.
it was, a lot
Definitely
more
not.
people would have been selling it.
Okay, when you
Are
say
waiting to hit
people,
18 and
when you
sell
say
it.
people, men, yes. I don't think there's a large portion of women that are, because I think women get sexually active quicker than men. But yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
why
involuntary celibate men.
That's why bitches
At that
bitches who did sell their virginity, they became instant millionaires. They were selling it for millions of dollars, not 1 million, millions with the S.
You know, I never even got that. Maybe that's why that's not my market. You know what I'm saying? I don't
It's
buy
the
a lot of
thing.
shit. I can't, because I don't want like when I was a kid, I used to want like, oh, you know, when I was 17, 16, I'm like, whoever is my wife, my future girlfriend, you know, I think that person got to be a virgin. But now I like, if I meet a woman and she says she a virgin right now, you know what?
Yeah,
That's
I'm good.
because that's what we're taught. We're taught that when you get the woman that's supposed to be a virgin who you marry, women we're taught we're supposed to be virgins and then get married. So that's why that's what we're taught. So that's why you felt like that.
I feel like I believe you. I agree. I think that most times that women get put this thing in like women aren't, you know, just humans as well, where it's like the same sexual urges that I have at like 16, 15 is probably the same shit you be having at 16, 15. But it is like different. Like in men, it's like lose your virginity as fast as possible. But with women, it's like, you know, hold it to the key. But to be honest, like at this age again, if I meet somebody a virgin, it makes me actually like the girl. When y'all heard that story about that woman that was 40 years old or however old she is, and she's still a virgin, y'all was like, oh my goodness.
No, it just made me think niggas is trash. Because
how's that?
How's that?
because for her to still be a virgin, that means she hasn't met somebody yet worthy of taking her virginity, or met somebody yet that has the same ideal or opinions or mindset as her. Not saying all men is trash, but you get what I'm saying? The whole point when women's supposed to lose their virginity, it's supposed to be somebody you're in love with, somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
So how do we know that she just doesn't have unrealistic expectations of men?
Her expectation just depends on, to us it might be unrealistic, to whoever it is who likes her, it might not be unrealistic.
Obviously, we don't know her life. Right?
Yeah, for sure. And we don't
But we'll know her
Like,
life.
I have unrealistic expectations, but there have been people who've met those expectations. So are they really unrealistic, or either you just don't make the cut?
It becomes a thing where if my grandma used to tell me, if you a witness at 10 murders, you kill one nigga. And
Why would your grandma say
that's what she
that?
told me. You know, old people about having these little jewels. So if you 40 years old, she's fine to me. She's fine. You know, I love me a chocolate woman.
Yeah.
She is a fine, chocolate, beautiful woman. Amazing, successful, probably smart. She seems to be an intelligent woman. And she's two motherfucking master degrees.
That's why she a virgin.
She ain't mad. In 40, huh?
What are we talking about?
No, we're talking about this woman.
From Insecure,
it was
Molly.
this woman that was Molly. She was 40 years old, and she's a virgin.
She's a virgin because she was in school.
But this is the thing, right?
You can't
This is
fucking study.
Imagine if I'm...
You can't
What?
fucking study.
Yeah,
That's
you
what- she
absolutely- I went
he
to
said
school.
she has 2 masters. First of all, yeah, and that's another thing. She has 2 masters. Bitch, I got an exam tomorrow. I don't want to suck your dick. Like, you got to choose the one. That's why
It's
she
every
got 2
day an exam.
masters.
Every day an exam sucking dick.
Do you want to pass this class or do you want to suck dick? Which one, bitch?
Why is it either? Why you can't do both?
Unless the nigga's
Time
finna read
management.
if
Time management. That's
the
the
only
key.
way the nigga gotta be reading the notes while you sucking the dick. And a lot of niggas can't read, so I don't
A
know.
lot of niggas can't read.
So with the niggas that can't read, Jay, do you think monogamy is natural?
I think it is. I think it just depends on the person if you want to be monogamous or not.
I'm so surprised to hear you say that.
I think it depends on the person.
I think everything depends on the person, but we got to run the ratio.
Is
like
it
the percentages.
when you say is it natural? You mean like that's just how a person is, right?
No,
Yeah,
people.
so
What the fuck is the
A
difference?
person,
between
a
people and
person is one person. So you might have one.
Okay,
different.
well, it depends on depend. Either way it go. Actually, person and people is I could use correctly.
I'm not saying. I'm saying the difference to me is that
I
one
said person, but I used it correctly still.
I'm
I
not
said it
sa-
depends on the person.
I'm not saying.
And you said people.
I'm not saying.
So technically, I still use it correctly.
I'm not saying you didn't use it correctly.
So why did you correct me on it?
I'm saying that a person, one singular person, has a different life journey than anybody. So I can say no man has ever been a virgin at 30.
We're not talking about virginity. We're talking about being
I'm
monogamous.
just talking about many.
So like I was saying, I
ahead.
think a person being monogamous, it depends on the person itself. Each individual person, it depends if they could be monogamy or not. That person has to want it and stuff. You have to work towards it. Some people can't. Some people live.
So now, if it's something that you have to, work towards, right? Something that I want, and I have to be disciplined in order to attain it. Would that qualify as something being natural? Am I making sense?
In a sense, yeah, because I had to switch it around to like a person being naturally fit. They don't got to work out because they're just like born.
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I told you I got
innate.
ADHD.
Yeah.
So I think so, but well, for some people it is natural though. For some people it is. Some people it's not. It just depends.
Okay. I personally don't think it's natural. I think it's something that, again, we're taught, and I think it's something that we strive for. I think it has to do with a lot of your morals. So you kind of base it on your moral compass, and then you grow up thinking like, okay, if I have sex with a certain amount of people, that will make me this type of person, right? That there's a negative stigma. Yeah, it was probably because that's not what you were taught. Mm-hmm. But if you come up in certain cultures or under certain religions, or just in certain households, there's a stigma about dealing with multiple people on a sexual level. So I think if that's how you're taught, then that's the path that you'll go. But I think but no, I don't think it's natural. I think it's just something that you make a personal decision to do, and then you stay consistent in that discipline.
I have had relationships where I had a boyfriend and girlfriend, and honestly, I know I want a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or a husband and a wife, because I like men and I like women. Mm-hmm. And then too, if you got like a sister wife, you don't gotta do all the work. Y'all can split that shit in two. Bitch, think smarter, not harder. If you don't feel like sucking dick that day, she could suck dick that day. Mm-hmm. You don't feel like cooking, she could cook that day. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like you got a built-in best friend as well. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Y'all married together. That's your best friend, bitch. Y'all should get along. Yeah. But But I had it where the guy and the girl, they actually didn't get along. They both was like territorial over me. So there's that too as well. Some guys aren't into it. I done had a threesome with a guy, bringing a girl, and like his dick got soft when it came to fucking a girl. Like,
you know what? I've been hearing
he literally didn't want to fuck the girl.
One of our last guests said that
bitch was
right?
fine. She was cute. It was nothing like literally, but it was just. It ain't me.
Did he tell you what the reason? Did you ever ask him like, hey, what happened? Like, was it an emotional thing? Was he like so tied to you that he just couldn't see?
Man, that was the first time me and that nigga fucked.
Oh.
No, it's just it ain't me.
I get it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Cool.